Hi, everybody. This is Miriam. I'm your teacher, and I want to let you know a little bit about commas, fragments, run-ons, and how to avoid them. I have two different cases, and punctuation is the name of the game. So I'm going to share my screen, and I hope that you like this video and that it's helpful. All right, so two things that we're studying first are fanboys and subordinate conjunctions, FB and SC. Maybe I've written this on your paper before. Okay, it's a comma. Correct punctuation can save a person's life. You see the difference? One of them is cannibalism, one of them is normal. So we're going to start with the fanboys. Not this kind of fanboy. These are the fanboys. For and nor, but or yet so. Oh, I forgot to capitalize the S. But actually, they should be small. Generally, they should be not capitalized because they're not the first words of a sentence. Let's watch. Here's an example. You see that and is in the middle. Notice the commas with this one, for. I assume you're reading this to yourself. All right, hope you're good at that. Notice the parts of speech. We have underlined is the noun. We have highlighted in yellow is the verb. We have the word for is still in red, and pay attention to the commas. So what you see in the first one, this book is for sale. At the beginning, we have a noun and a verb, but we don't have that after the word for. Second one, we have a noun and a verb and a noun and a verb. It's like two sentences. Here's a present. It is your birthday. Those are two sentences combined with the fanboy. Third one, you see, we don't have a verb after the fanboy. Fourth one, noun and verb, noun and verb. Those are two sentences combined with the fanboy, so the comma is necessary. Second to last one, the speaker went is a noun. For 3 days, a noun and a verb, sorry. The speaker went is a noun and a verb. For 3 days, just a noun, no verb, not a sentence, therefore no comma. And finally, the last one, there's a two sentences, they're combined, and so the fanboy has a comma. So what's the rule? I just said it. Hope you got it. Here it comes. No, that's a ruler, not a rule. Okay, here's the rule. I know it looks weird, fanboys. Here are some more examples. Try not to start sentences with fanboys. Here, we don't want to do that. That's not what we want. This one's okay, however, is not a fanboy. This was fine, the comma before the fanboy. We don't like in academic writing to start a sentence with the fanboys. No. Sure, why not? Okay, this works. We like it. Why not? So in the initial position at the beginning of the sentence, we don't like that. Here's alternatives. Alternatives to and. Alternatives to but. So however and nevertheless are exactly the same as but, except we put a period before them. You can use because or since, but we do have to pay attention to these because they are not fanboys. Very popular. I love to start sentences with so when I'm speaking. However, in writing, I wouldn't do it. I may have to correct myself because I know that's something that I like to do. Alternatively, otherwise, I actually wrote this sentence today. Here's some examples. We're moving on about the Oxford comma. We use it before the and. Why? Because otherwise, we're just separating the second two things, like JFK and Stalin. I love this. This helps me. I saw this years and years ago, and I was like, yes, I'm convinced. I'm going to put the comma before the and with a list of 3 or 4 or more. Okay, so I do this now because of this meme. Another example, politically questionable for a professor to use this, maybe? What do you think? And one more example. Pretty sure Miss Trunchbull is from Matilda the movie. Is that right? That seems right to me. All right. Be careful with this. A little aside about this. Here we have nor. Notice there's no comma. Think about why. Here we do have a comma. Yes, comma. Yes, comma. Try to keep it parallel. This is my transition. We're going from the fanboys to the subordinate conjunctions. They're both conjunctions, okay? Take a look at these examples. Somebody has nice handwriting, right? Feel free to pause the video. I'm moving on. Subordinate conjunctions, also known as subordinate clauses. All right, here's an example. Because the company's lost a lot of money, you can read. Because is a subordinate conjunction. Here we have the nouns are underlined and the verbs are yellow. Notice the comma before the second sentence. Big comma. This is not okay by itself. We can't put a period here. That would be wrong. This is okay. Why is that okay? There's no because. This is okay. Put the because in the middle. Is there a comma? Was there? Where was it? Here it is. So when the SC is in the middle, it takes the place of a comma. We don't need the comma. Another example. Was there a comma? Do you remember? Yes. If you're using before, again, put it in the middle. This is your job. You do it now. Okay, before the crowd got big, you do it. Are you thinking? Pause it if you want to write it. Think about the commas with these subordinate conjunctions. Exactly. No comma because it takes the place of a comma because this is an SC. This is wrong. You see the period instead of a comma? This is wrong. So what do you think the SC rules are? Where they are? Thinking about it. And now we want you to write the 2 rules in the comments section of this video. If the subordinate conjunction is first, the comma is in the middle. If the subordinate conjunction is in the middle, there's no comma. Not that. Those are rulers, not rules. Hopefully you've done that, and we're moving on. This is a transition. What are some other subordinate conjunctions? After, although, as, because, and before, if, provided, since, and, unless, until, and then. There's whenever, wherever, and why, and where, and when. You can watch that video on YouTube if you want. Here's another list of subordinate conjunctions and a third list of subordinate conjunctions. Some of these are more popular, some are less popular. A couple more examples. Provided that is a subordinate conjunction, beginning and the middle. A little bit different. Fanboys have a comma before them. Subordinate conjunctions do not. You rock! Have a good day. I hope this helps. Take care. Bye-bye.